What's happening, everybody? Well, did any of you guys see the big reveal for the two new trucks that Ram came out with? I mean, if you saw the teaser video, they actually put some production value into this. And you saw all the dust getting stirred up, and you saw the little headlights, and you're thinking, oh my goodness, it's going to be the 3-liter Hurricane, and it's going to be the 400 horsepower. Are they going to give us the 500 horsepower? You had journalists that were coming out of their skin that were absolutely beside themselves with anticipation that this was going to be the big reveal that we've been waiting for now for actually quite a few years from Ram. And we're finally going to get this hot rod inline 6, and it's going to be a game changer for Ram, only to have Ram come out with a $72,000 Rebel and an over $100,000 TRX with no power upgrades, no new engine being dropped, and it's basically a paint job and maybe some stickers. And by the way, fitting that they would call it Lunar, as in you would have to be a lunatic to get out there and spend $72,000 on a Rebel or over $100,000 on a TRX just to get an exclusive paint color. You've got to be kidding me. And again, with no power upgrades. But should this be any surprise? I mean, look at all the last call cars. Whoa, wait a second, because all 2023s are last call. So remember, none of them are special if they're all special, right? So let's talk about all the last call cars that are just sticker packages, more or less. Except for a couple of outliers like the Super Bee and I can't think of another one. So they're all basically just sticker package cars, just like the trucks. The only difference is that with the trucks, they actually did put together some kind of a, production value, made it look like it was going to be a big deal. Hey, remember the last time they put something together that made it look like a big deal? Yeah, it was the Demon. Okay, so this truck is riding right on the heels of a Demon release with all of the pomp and circumstance that has come with that. And now, with all the journos getting all lathered up because they and many of us thought that this new truck release was going to be the new inline 6 Hurricane, again, either 400 or 500 horsepower, had all of us stirred up in a lather only to let us down like this. Well, again, like I said before, they're following suit with their sticker package cars. And I'll tell you guys something. This is one of the reasons why there is becoming more and more of a mass exodus from Mopar, whichever way you want to look at it, with the trucks, with Ram, or with the cars, with the Challengers and Chargers. Listen, Ford is mopping the floor right now with Dodge. They have carried forward the Mustang, and now with 486 horsepower or 500 horsepower, if you go with the dark horse, they are outpowering the then most powerful naturally aspirated V8. They're doing that with a 5-liter. They're also offering up a short bed regular cab pickup truck, and you can get it in either 4-wheel drive or 2-wheel drive. And let me remind you that that sled is an absolute darling with tuners that want to build something that absolutely embarrasses Hellcats on the street and at the drag strip. And it's a pickup truck. So look at it like this. Again, I've said it before, I'll have to say it again. If you want a great deal on a used Mopar, look no further than your local Dodge dealership's used car lot. It is getting more and more prevalent again as time moves forward that Dodge is going to start losing out again to Ford because they have abandoned their core base. They've abandoned their core brotherhood, if you will. Remember all of that? And let me circle back around to the prices, lest you not forget that that Rebel pickup truck is $72,000. The TRX, we already know is going to be expensive at over $100,000, but whatever happened to this brotherhood we keep talking about? Why could it not have been that Hurricane inline 6 with 400 or 500 horsepower? And it's this new killer looking truck, or at least it's got the really cool powertrain in it. And it's doing something cool, and it's stirring up a bunch of dust, and it's doing all of that. All of that was subliminal. Had a lot of folks talking and were thinking, wow, this is going to be amazing, only to have the premium vehicles show up to the party. Whatever happened to the brotherhood, right? Whatever happened to the RT Challenger and Charger guys? Whatever happened to my Scat Pack brothers? What about those guys? The guys that have been up branding themselves within the brand itself for the last 10, 12 years? And now you're just going to keep throwing out to, well, at least the press anyway, vehicles that have absolutely nothing to do with your Brotherhood narrative, you've got this obnoxiously high-priced vehicle that's going to hit us just like the rest of your sticker package cars are doing. Yeah, great job, Dodge. Great job at carrying forward this Brotherhood mantra. You know, the more I hear it, the more it makes me a little bit nauseous. And let me tell you something, I'm not the only one. Plenty of dyed-in-the-wool, well, modern era loyalists. And when I say modern era, let me show you guys something. You see this right over there? Right there. That's a picture. That is literally 20 years ago this month in Kentucky at the V10 Power Nationals. That's 20 years ago. I've been around these Mopars for that long. And again, I would consider myself really more a modern era loyalist. But that picture of me doing that burnout in the ACR, that was a full 5 years before the LX platform even made it to the party. So you've got guys that have been hanging around for 15 to 20 years that are now looking well past Dodge. And the reason why they're looking well past Dodge is because Dodge is looking well past their core supporters. Gotta say, definitely not a good look. So if you were looking forward to this new Ram, well, I gotta tell you, I feel bad for you because I'm right there with you. We're rowing the same boat. And, you know, when you start to put production value to a vehicle, I got to, hold on, I'm about to throw, yeah, sorry. I almost had to throw the Hornet, not it. Yeah, with that exception, when you start throwing that production level at a vehicle, you're expecting something special, something cool, something maybe not necessarily revolutionary, but something that'll get you excited, something that's going to be a soul bearer for the Ram brand, the Dodge brand, whatever the case is. And this is what we got. So of late, we've had a bunch of real expensive sticker cars that nobody can really afford the add tag on, a couple of lunatic priced trucks that are hitting the market. I guess they're supposed to be something special. I'm still trying to figure out what it is, though, because with no power bumps or no new power trains, nothing's going to set those things apart aside from a paint color and a price tag. Get ready for an add tag on those, by the way. And this little miniature crossover thing with the Hornet. And then, you know, what happens if they come out with something else like the Stealth? You know, there was rumors that there's going to be a Stealth, which could be a different type of a crossover. We're not really hearing a whole lot from that. Listen, that might be enough to tip enough people over the edge to where they'll never even look back at Mopar. But then again, what would you have to look back to anyway? And guys, with that, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this rant up. Y'all have a great one. Adios.